Hi, this is Stuart Vautour with Schleifer Smith and Frampton in Frisco, Colorado. Today we're with, I'll do ladies first. Nancy Carey, our town manager, Vanessa Aggie, marketing and communications director, and Mayor Hunter Mortensen. And Hunter, I don't know if you saw my interview with Gary yesterday or the day before, and I do apologize for calling you something else other than Mortensen.
I missed it, so you're off the hook this time, Stuart.
Well, now I'm not. I'm sorry about that. Hunter, you and your family have been involved with Frisco and the community for a very long time, and much appreciate that. And speaking of that, your mom was recognized not too long ago with a little recognition. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Stuart, thank you. It's, I've been so fortunate. I'm born and raised here in Frisco, so I can't be luckier than that. And my mom is such a wonderful person. The great thing the Frisco Town Council did a number of years ago is we decided we really wanted to honor what we've decided to call the Frisco's finest, the people who make a difference and make this town so amazing. And without my really knowing it, the council and Mayor Wilkinson at the time nominated and honored her with one of Frisco's finest awards for her contributions for so many years of Frisco and Summit County as a whole. So really, that was really special to be able to be there and help present that to her.
Fabulous. And you've been on the town council for a while as well. This is not your first rodeo today.
Correct. This is just 6 years as a council member and just sworn in last night as our new mayor. So really excited about that and great things ahead. So I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking about that, what do you see? What do you envision for Frisco's future?
So it's, as everyone knows, tough times. Frisco is not exempt from that by any means, but we've been really good at being fiscally sound and looking out for our entire community and having plans. And so even just last night, we were able to award around $800,000 worth of grants to local businesses.
Fabulous.
And also, rental assistance for everybody who's struggling right now. And that's the beauty of our community is we come together and we need to, and we've been really good at taking care of each other over the years. So right now it's tough, but we're working on getting through it together. And as we keep saying, we're in a great place that when we start opening our doors and everybody comes back out to play, that there's not a better place to do it. And Frisco's making plans to make sure that it's going to be wonderful, whatever our new world looks like the coming months and on to the winter.
Amen. What would be one of your favorite things to do in Frisco?
Wow, that's so with the sun out these days and things melting out, I'm itching to get back on my bike and be out and about. And I think there's just something special about riding our bikes either around town or our trails. If you've been there, I've seen you out there. We've passed each other. It's just wonderful, and you can ride up high and on the Peaks Trail and look down on town, or just coast down Main Street to the marina and just kind of take it all in. And where else can you do that? That's
fantastic. Nancy, what's the town done so far for local residents and businesses?
Thanks, Stuart. I think Town of Frisco has really taken a strong leadership role in terms of our business community. From the get-go, literally immediately as the orders started coming out, we had already had a business meeting that we regularly held, but we went virtual. We started meeting twice a week. And as we met twice a week, we said, we need to help businesses and business community. So we asked staff internally who had jobs and weren't losing their jobs, could we repurpose you, any volunteers? We had lots of staff, I'll do it. Repurposed them and created a strategic economic response team. So our CERT team delved into all of the stimulus money before it was even passed, started watching through legislation, reading it, understanding it, and with Vanessa's help, the team set up a web page, choosefrisco.com, which I probably just stepped on what she was probably going to talk about, but and they can go. We wanted to make it simple. I know that government regulations can sound confusing and sort of daunting. And from the Great Recession, I remember a lot of businesses never took advantage of funding that was available because it was just too complex to navigate the system. So we wanted to make it really easy. Do this, do that, do this, so they could be ready. And in addition, then started bringing forward to ideas to council, who said, what can we do internally to help the team and our businesses? So that was where that initial grant funding came from.
Excellent.
And the council led on that.
What about the next, hopefully just coming weeks, or what do you foresee happening?
The public health orders are a little bit confusing, not as a criticism, but rather they also are sort of governmental. And you have state public health, county public health, and now even a couple towns are not issuing public health orders, but they're sort of saying, yes, we're going to either have stricter or additional regulation. So again, we want to help people navigate that. And Vanessa can talk a little bit about the marketing strategies to get word out to folks to make it simple. What can we do? And the most important thing is we got to keep it easy to understand.
Wonderful. What would you say is one of your favorite things to do in town?
I know Hunter's going to know that I didn't plan this, but he stole mine. The thing I love to do most. I love biking. So the first thing I did was bike up and over Swan Mountain and got, promptly sunburned.
Fantastic. That's a tough ride.
Oh, well, it was, I wasn't prepared because I looked at the map and it was like, oh, look, it goes all the way around the lake. So I went up there and I was like, okay, wait, I didn't bring any food. I didn't bring, okay. Yeah, I bonked a little bit, but then I've done that, top of heaven, up to Vail, and I've done those rides. I super love biking, but on bike paths. I'm not a mountain biker.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm a road
biker. Great. Vanessa. Hi.
Stuart.
So what do we have in store for us? Sorry, my puppy keeps interrupting here. What do we have in store for events for this summer?
Don't have to say sorry about puppies interrupting. It's the best kind of interruption. I think puppies are keeping a lot of the economy going because they're supporting mental health for sure.
Indeed.
My dog is too. I would say let's start it with this. We're going to keep it super general because just going through the schedule is not going to be that interesting. And you can find the stuff on friscogov.com and you can find it on townoffrisco.com. Either one of those websites will bring up a nice event calendar that you can look through. What I would say is what we really thought about and council gave us direction to think about events not only as economic development tools, which of course they are, but they're the way that a community celebrates and gets together. Right now with 6 feet distance and just 10 of us. But that's going to change. And we still want to make sure that we give people those exceptional experiences that make them think to themselves, I love living in Frisco. Like, this is my favorite place. And we're going to keep doing those things. They are going to look different. Cleanup day is no longer a day.
Yeah.
Frisco led the charge and wanted to make it a week. So it's actually going to be a week in May when folks can pick up supplies at the 2 local breweries and also at Town Hall. And they can grab supplies and during that week go out on their own. We're doing a social media contest where we're giving away $3,000 worth of gift cards that we bought from local businesses because we want to support those local businesses. So that's going to be super cool. And concerts in the park are so beloved, and we're looking at different ways to experience that. It may just be virtual for a while, maybe from, you heard it here first, maybe 10 Mile Music Hall. We're not sure yet. But we're going to make sure that you still have the experiences that make you realize what an incredible place Frisco is. Barbecue Challenge, the elephant in the room. That has been... we decided not to cancel it because right now we don't know what the conditions are going to be going forward. But having it in June was just not responsible, and it didn't make a lot of sense. Not responsible to folks' health, not fiscally responsible. So we actually talked to Kansas City Barbecue Society, and that event is now rescheduled for September. Of course, that's all pending what our folks in public health say. But honestly, it's going to look different. It's probably going to look, Stuart, much more like the barbecue event you went to 20 years ago.
But it's going to smell the same.
It's going to smell the same. Good food and music.
Too.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. So that's where we're at right now.
Wonderful.
We're going to keep doing it. It's going to keep being delightfully Frisco awesome.
Wonderful. And I've got to ask you, what's one of your favorite things to do in town?
This is a challenging time of year for me too. I have to say my zen out moment when I get the most clear-headed is when I go trail running. And this is a tough time of year to do that. I don't love running on roads. I don't love running with music in. I really like trail running. So in the winter, I'll go trail running on the rec path because the town of Frisco and Breckenridge groom that. And then trails are pretty packed out. Right now, it's a little harder for me to find that within 10 miles of my house, but I have a secret spot I'm not telling anyone about.
Yeah, we'll keep it that way.
I'm going to.
So that's going to finish things up. And before we do, though, I really want to say thanks so much for everything that you all are doing. Before all this was even happening, you guys were fantastic. The commitment, the guidance, the leadership that you're showing, and is just much appreciated. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart, and all you do for our town.